Well, whilst we potentially wait for Intigays to be joining us as well, which would be fantastic, I will give everyone a kind of summary of what we're going to be talking about on this call today. In fact, let me get the camera on. KP voice, KP face. Where am I? Hello, can everyone see me? Are we here?
Yeah, we can.
Oh, we are so back. We are so back.
KP face reveal.
There's been a few now, but I have the monster reveal as well.
I'm having coffee.
It's one of those days, huh? Nice and early in the morning. We're ready to go. So yeah, thank you everyone for joining us today. 121 people in the audience, which just goes to show that VIP is an important aspect of Initia and something that people want to learn more about. And something that has definitely brought a lot of us into Initia in the first place. So this call is going to be a good opportunity to learn more about how you can maximize your rewards. I know some of the roll-ups perhaps haven't been explicitly telling you what the the VIP rewards are going to be. So you'll get some insight into that today. They're going to be telling you what KPIs they're going to be tracking, what they're going to be using as a method to distribute VIP rewards as well. And of course, we have Cabal here as well to talk about how Cabal are going to supercharge VIP for you and also provide probably the best explanation of VIP you're going to get, aside from Stan, of course. So, yeah, that is what we're going to get into today. We might have some time right at the end for some questions. If you have any as things are going, then please do send them in the chat. If I notice that a lot of you have the same question, I will butt in and ask the person to answer the question as well, just to make sure that everyone is clear on what is going on. But yeah, thank you everyone, as I said, for joining us on a nice early morning on Tuesday. It's Tuesday, innit? And yeah, we will get started just with some brief introductions of the teams, just in case any of you haven't met them before. So yeah, Cabalio, did you want to go first?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, for sure. Let's I'll kick off the stage here. I'm Cabalio, also known as Cabal Chandy on Twitter. I'm the co-founder of Cabal. We supercharge VIP, and we'll get into all of that in a quick second here. I used to work on the investing side at a couple of crypto hedge funds, and then recently joined forces with Stan and the Initia team to bring Cabal to everyone.
Nice, perfect. Thank you very much, my friend. Nedu from Kamagotchi.
Hi everyone, I'm Nedu. I'm the marketing lead at Asphodel. We're working on Kamigachi, but excited to be here today.
Thank you very much. Love your profile picture, my friend. It looks great.
Thank you. It's a nice one.
It looks lovely. And Conan and Husky.
Yeah, hey Aaron. I'm Conan and Gigi is my co-founder. We both the co-founders of Rana Labs. Building trust execution environment stacks and with on-chain attestation interwoven rollup on Initia. Yeah.
Yeah, GM8. Hi guys.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Carter from Inertia.
Yes. Okay, GM. I'm Carter from Inertia. We're currently building an all-in-one lending platform on Inertia. So we have lending and also LST from our side. So we try to be the DeFi hub on Initia. Yeah, really excited to share what we have ready for the VIP and like what kind of things we could do together.
Thank you, my friend. And Milkman.
Hey, I've been waiting to get picked. So here I'm Milkman. I heard cows at Milky Way soon. and we are building a liquid staking and restaking solution on top of in it as well. So you guys will soon be able to get and stake your any tokens and get milk in it. Apart from that, the one liner that I like to say is we give your one stake the infinite impact that it deserves. And I'm really excited to be here today.
Nice one. Thank you for the one-liner as well. I appreciate that. Lani?
Hi, I'm Lani, co-founder of Infinity Ground. Yeah, thank you for having me here. Glad to meet you guys.
No problem. Looking forward to hearing more about the VIP soon. And last, but of course not least, Birthday Boy.
Hello, I'm Birthday Boy Birthday Husband from BFB team. I'm marketing leader and happy to be here.
Perfect. Always good to see you, Birthday Husband. So, yeah, as I mentioned, we wanted to start this call off with a brief introduction into what VIP actually is. You would have seen a lot of VIP content this week already. That's going to be the main focus of this week, is getting you guys prepared for what is to come, and just making sure that the understanding is there, and the future utility of what VIP could become as well. It's going to be an important aspect of Initia going forwards. So if you can understand it now and have those cogs turning, then I think it puts you in a much better position than perhaps any of the newcomers that are coming into the ecosystem, right? To explain VIP, I think it makes a lot of sense for Mr. Cabal here to explain how VIP works, and then also how Cabal supercharges VIP on top of that afterwards, and then we can get into the roll-up use cases.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll jump into an analogy here where most chains are like a party where the VIP section is reserved. It's reserved for devs, for VCs, for insiders. But with Initia and what Stan has done is created this ingenious structure called the Vested Interest Program, or VIP for short, where you as the user are a VIP, right? You're the VIP to the party. So just by showing up and using apps on rollups, just by using Inertia or by using BFB or any other app on Initia, you earn rewards. There's no obscure grant applications, in case you guys aren't too familiar, maybe on other L1s. The ecosystem has to give out a grant to different L2 chains, and they may or may not use that to pass it down onto users. Most of the times, maybe the devs will use it for development and marketing purposes. There's none of that. There's no insider lists. It's just based off pure usage. And it's how DeFi and how crypto was meant to be.
Yeah, no, perfect. I think that's a good analogy. We're early to the party, we're VIPs at the party, and we're about to get treated like VIPs. So can you tell us then, in this analogy, what is Cabal here? Is Cabal the one that goes home and grabs all the beers for everyone?
Yeah, basically, we do that selfless act of making sure everyone goes home buzzed and goes home safe. No drinking and driving around here. So the question is, you have VIP, you have all these rewards that are flowing to users. How do you actually capture those rewards? Right? Because as a user, if we can get a bit more technical here, you have to vote on which rollups get rewards. So say in the first epoch, you vote for rollup A, but it turns out that most people end up voting for rollup B, so rollup B gets more rewards. And so your vote wasn't optimized because you voted for a rollup that gives you a lesser portion of the rewards that you would have received otherwise. And so that's where Cabal comes in, right? You can give your governance power to Cabal. We will aggregate that and rollups will bribe Cabal for that governance power. And all those rewards, all that bribe reward that we call it, because rollups are bribing us, that goes straight back to users. And so now we flip VIP on its head almost, where rollups compete for your attention and your voting power, and not the other way around. So you stay liquid, you can still trade your init tokens. We call it xinit, so that's our LST. If you deposit a nit, you get a token called xinit. And you can still trade that around. It keeps you liquid. It allows you to use your init tokens in a DeFi protocol like Inertia or like Echelon or Rave. And at the same time, you earn all this bribe yield from the different VIP epochs. And so you accrue VIP rewards, you accrue bribe yield, you accrue staking rewards, all in one neat token without having to lift a finger.
Cool. Yeah, and I think that makes a lot of sense. I think the the last part that you mentioned as well is obviously quite important too, because not everyone has the time to be voting every single 2 weeks or thinking about the ways in which they can maximize the amount of rewards that they get for their init. Far easier to
Basically.
just set and forget strategy, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're lazy, the Cabal's got you for sure.
Yeah, if you're lazy or if you love game theory, and I'm sure we'll have a lot of these like scenarios pop up where people are bribing certain parties more often than not, and it becomes very like interesting from a game theory perspective as well. So I'm pretty excited to see how that plays out over the next couple of epochs here.
Yeah, me too. It would be very interesting to see who is bribing the most to begin with, what they're bribing with, if it's their native token or not. Like I'm excited to just see how the dynamics of both VIP and Cabal kind of unveil on mainnet, especially with the plethora of roll-ups that we have here and the options that they now have as well. So yeah, thank you for that, Cabal. I appreciate you. I'm going to move on to just how individual interwoven roll-ups will integrate VIP as well, and the different things that they are planning on incentivizing. Just as a summary here, like we allow the roll-ups to choose various KPIs that they will, excuse me, that they will use to then distribute the VIP rewards afterwards. And up until this point, it's been somewhat broad as to what these actions might be, and we've given you an idea of what they could be. Today is going to be slightly more concrete from a lot of these guys. So there's going to be a lot of alpha here, a lot of new things being said that haven't been released publicly. So make sure you're taking notes. Make sure you write down, if your favorite roll up is here, just make sure you write down what they're gonna say. We'll of course make some content out of this as well, so don't worry if you've missed it. But yeah, first things first. Who do we start with? Milkman, can I ask you to start, my friend? Are you here? The Milkman is here. Hello. Can you hear us, man? Well, I can't hear him. Can anyone else hear him? No. Okay, Milkman, you might be muted. Just come back in. Okay, we'll replace Milkman with Nedu. Nedu, are you here? Can you hear me?
Hi everyone. Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Perfect. Well, thank you very much, Nedu. Yeah, so my first question to you, as a very broad one, to be honest with you, because I want you to go into as much detail as you want to here. But I want to ask you, as Tamagotchi, what actions as a user are you going to be incentivizing with VIP? Like, how are you measuring your KPIs for VIP?
Well, we are pretty excited today to reveal how we're going to distribute VIP rewards. So, as most of you know, one of the core loops in Tamagotchi is harvesting moves with your Kami. Harvesting moves allows you to level up, compete with other players, and contribute to the world. So we want to stay true to that core gameplay loop. So for VIP, we're introducing a new kind of node. We're introducing VIP nodes. VIP nodes will be in special rooms across the world where you'll be able to harvest VIP instead of Musu. These VIP rooms will be PvP enabled, which means you'll be able to liquidate and get liquidated for VIP. So in-game, VIP itself will be an item. You'll be able to trade it with other players using our in-game B2B trade system. But to actually earn VIP score, the part that actually impacts your standing in Initia's reward system, you'll need to burn the VIP in-game item.
Okay, so yes, you did read that right, Professor XN. He did say that you can be liquidated for your VIP rewards. So this kind of introduces a very new dynamic into the Tamagotchi game, something that we kind of haven't seen before. I know this probably is very exciting for some of you and very scary for others of you, but it just means that now, as a Tamagotchi player, as a user, as someone who plays it regularly, you're now going to need to have that extra, emotional oomph to really continue playing this game and make sure you're protecting your camis and make sure that you're liquidating others, right? Like, not only is it now about Musu and other materials, it's about your VIP rewards themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of strategy in how you're going to be able to harvest VIP. There's only going to be a few select rooms where you'll be able to harvest VIP, but we'll also introduce new quest lines in the future that will act as multipliers for your VIP score at the end of the epoch. But we're pretty excited about this new VIP harvesting. It, like you said, it introduces a new dynamic, something we haven't seen before in VIP. So we're pretty excited to roll that out in mainnet.
No, me too. And an interesting question that kind of arises from this, from my point of view, right, is that obviously you're incentivizing pure activity now, like actual activity and using the game. And then you've got this multiplier for completing quest lines that you're obviously going to structure in a way that creates this demand for playing the actual game itself. So the question I have is that how useful is it to have this VIP mechanism in place, a way to incentivize user actions so that you can design them in a way that assists people playing your game, like gets more activity, more action through your game, drives more value to Tamagotchi? Like, how important is VIP for that?
It's important. So basically, to harvest VIP, you'll need to still maintain your kami. So you still need to feed it. You still need to let it rest. You still need to interact with the broader Kamigotchi world. But with VIP, we're introducing a new kind of activity that incentivizes actual real players, incentivizes actual activity. It also adds another layer of, game planning, game strategy, and so forth. We're pretty excited about it.
No, me too. It's very different to what I had in mind as well for what Tamagotchi would be in terms of VIP. So I'm excited by this. A good question that has come up here, and is one that is good to address, is Roll Up Build says or asks, will only big capital owners get VIP benefits? With users who have limited capital, will they be disadvantaged? And I think obviously in this case, for Tamagotchi especially, the answer is like unequivocally no, right? Like, there's a very level playing field, and it is just who has the best strategies in Tamagotchi and who is like a power user of the app. Do I have that right, Nedu?
No, you're absolutely right. As long as you have a Kamigotchi, you're on the same playing field as everyone else's. So if you have a Kamigotchi, you have a good strategy, you have good risk management, and you have a good relationship with Mina, you'll probably get a good share of the VIP rewards. You have to be careful, of course, to not get liquidated, but everyone's on the same playing field. We're pretty excited.
Yeah, it's something that fully on-chain games themselves make very interesting, right? Like, the barrier to entry is almost minimal, and now you can not only play the game, not only can you earn money playing the game itself, like just through the normal mechanics of the game, and the token backing behind it, but now you can earn VIP rewards on top of that, again, just for playing the game. So you have this real flywheel effect, basically, that is, I am playing the game. I am not only getting better at the game, but perhaps like perfecting my strategy within the game, and therefore earning more rewards off the back of it as well. So the fully on-chain games, I'm very bullish for. I'm very excited to hear about BFB as well. Thank you very much for your time, Nedu. I think that was a very good introduction to VIP on Tamagotchi. Did you want to say anything, like any closing statement here?
I wanted to say thank you for having us, KP. It's been great, and we'll share more details on how VIP works in the future. So stay tuned for updates on our X account and Discord. Thank you very much.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Nedu. I appreciate your time here. Sticking, actually, should we go back to Milkman? Is the Milkman here or is the milk
Yeah.
curdled? Oh, he's back.
Yeah.
He's back.
I'm here. I'm here.
It's
Yeah,
very,
I'm not sure what happened, but you guys hear me now.
we can. You sound brilliant, Milkman. How have you been?
Amazing. I read some comments. Yes, my milk boiled out, and that's why I had to head out. But here I am now. So first of all, I'd like to say that I really love VIP because it rewards the users who matter the most, right? The users who are using your products on chain. And our VIP strategy at Milky Way is relating to those users. So to initially, we want to keep it very simple for users to start interacting with VIP mechanism, getting to speed on what actually VIP is, getting initial rewards, and then make it a bit complex and making it a bit more reward maximizing. So initially on day one, we'll be rewarding users to liquid stake their init tokens and then holding MilkNet either on Milky Way rollup or on Initia L1, right? Now, what's more important for a liquid staking token is the liquidity for users to use it and then exit their positions if they want to, right? So we want to incentivize users to have their have that liquidity on Initiadex as well. So we also will be incentivizing VIP rewards to users who are LPing milk in it in it milk in it pools on VIP. So it creates a flywheel. You go ahead and you mint your milk in it, you get rewards for holding it on Milky Way Zone or on Initial one. You put that on the DEX. Now you're earning the staking yield, you're earning the VIP rewards, you're also earning the LP rewards as well, or the fees as well for trading. Now comes the ES init rewards from the VIP, right? So you can simply go ahead and zap those positions on Initiadex. So you create this flywheel where where you're just simply earning these rewards from staking, from LPing, from fees, and then you're also successfully zapping your rewards. And then you don't have to do anything extra. You can simply hold those positions and then keep earning these VIP rewards. So that's for day one, right? I'm a bit excited when the ecosystem gets a bit more mature, when we have more rollups up, and then we have more functionality across these rollups. So think of a situation where you have, say, milk in it, right? You're getting VIP rewards from Milky Way Zone, but you want to use it on, say, a DEX, or you want to use it on a lending market on Inertia, for example. Hey, Carter. So we'll be collaborating on that. So you can have your milk in it. You can go ahead and take it to Inertia. You can start using Inertia's product, right? And then you can earn rewards from Milky Way Zone. You can zap your positions on Inertia DEX. You'll be getting staking yield. You'll be getting VIP rewards from Inertia. You'll be getting the DeFi yield from Inertia. You can earn the init rewards by zapping your tokens while also earning the LP rewards on Inertia DEX. So our strategy is to make our users earn rewards from majority of these rollups while integrating Milk in it in all of these rollups and in the broader Initia DeFi ecosystem. So really excited for that movement and to offer every milker and every mower here some juicy VIP rewards.
Juicy reward for milkers. I'm down. I'm down for that, Milkman. No, so just to reiterate kind of what Milkman was saying there is something quite interesting and something again that just brings attention to why Initial VIP is so important and so good for what for just bringing in new capital, bringing in your capital, and just growing the ecosystem as a whole, because it is this additional layer of revenue source, right? Like the strategy that Milkman was talking about is very prevalent within almost all of DeFi itself, right? Like you have an LST, you have its native token, you pair them together, you LP them, you maybe can stake that LP position in some cases, but usually probably not. So you're earning the LRT or the LST rewards, you're earning the LP rewards, and maybe you're earning some like additional incentives on top, right? With Initia, not only can you earn these milk in it rewards just for having it on the L1, you have the DEX that is earning you staking yield because you can stake your LP positions with enshrined liquidity. You're earning VIP yield as well because obviously you'll have some init tokens on a roll up, and that's how we can distribute some. And of course, votes and perhaps bribes through Cabal as well. And then you're getting LP yield just from general trading between the LRT and the native token as well. So I think it's very interesting to see where all of these different DeFi yields come from and how it can amalgamate into this one big strategy. It's going to be interesting to see kind of how many people use this strategy, and how diluted it gets and where that then moves to other places and other LPs as well. So, Milkman, I guess my question for you then is something that you interestingly brought up after the fact, which is this whole potential use case down the road as the ecosystem matures. I actually want to hear a bit more of your thoughts on that. You know, where do you see the future of milk in it within Initia itself, and how does the VIP rewards help in shaping this future for milk in it within Initia?
Yeah, sure, I can take that one. So liquid staking has its use cases. We have seen that users love to use these LSTs, right? You can simply go ahead and stake your tokens, be it init or any other token out there. You stake the underlying token, you're securing the network, you're earning the staking yield while your tokens are being liquid. You're using those tokens across DeFi, you're earning extra yield on top of that, right? So it's just plain LSTs. Now, coming to Initia and the VIP reward. So what's more interesting with Initia is apart from all of these yields that you are generating, you're getting these extra VIP rewards, right? And you're basically getting this shit. You're getting these rewards for basically doing what you have done without these VIP rewards, right? Because you wanted to use those LSTs, right? So now you're using these LSTs, you're earning extra yield, and now you're getting rewarded to do exactly what you wanted to do. And now what you can do is you go to other rollups to tell them that, hey, I'll be using your product. You'll be generating yields just by using DeFi, and then again get rewarded for using that protocol. So it's like a cherry on top, right? So why I see it playing out for other DeFi, major DeFi partners in here is VIP helps the whole ecosystem to get matured. So if you're a money market, you're you're basically rewarding users to come and use your money markets. And users are earning that yield by basically trading or lending on your platform. And then they're also getting these VIP rewards. So you're double incentivizing the usage of your protocol. And then VIP is helping you with that. So as a LST, we want to place Milk in it as the premier LST for the init community to go for. And for that, we'll be going ahead and integrating with all the major DeFi players in the Initia ecosystem. Probably you'll see Milk in it on Inertia, you'll see Milk in it on Rena, you'll see Milk in it on Echelon, you'll see Milk in it on any major DeFi integration that comes on Initia. So we'll be placing Milk in it as your go-to LST if you want to interact with DeFi and earn those DeFi yield, staking yield, and then your VIP rewards. So I'm pretty excited for the VIP rewards and for the VIP to go live, and then to see how users are using these strategies, how they're using Milk in it to earn the most amount of rewards using Milk in it. So yeah.
Perfect. No, thank you very much. And well, you won't have too long to wait, the milkman. So it's good to hear from you. It's good to hear your thoughts on kind of the direction of Initia as well. I think an important or interesting point to kind of bring up as well is that, okay, yes, Initia is incentivizing people to use your products using VIP, right? Like using this ES init token. However, not only are we getting and attracting more usage and perhaps more TVL, more high value actions to the rollup, we're also incentivizing more demand for init, the actual token itself. And we've kind of learned from other ecosystems, not to name any other than Cosmos, that you need this demand for the central hub token, right? Like you need to incentivize demand for this token to be used throughout the ecosystem. And through the way that VIP is designed, through the fact that there is this additional bonus for VIP rewards depending on how much init is actually on the rollup itself, we incentivize the rollups to create better demand derivatives and demand revenue or demand streams for the init token itself. Because obviously the more demand that you have for init, the more deposits you have on your rollup, the more VIP rewards that you earn. So again, it's this bi-directional mutual incentive alignment where we get demand for it, you get more users, the users get more rewards. So it's a win-win-win for everyone involved. So thank you for that, Milkman. I don't know if you wanted to say anything before you hopped off.
Yeah, moo. And yeah, get ready for milk it, guys, and let's milk those VIP rewards. And thank you so much for having us today.
No problem, man. I don't know why I wasn't expecting that. I wish I was. Just the moo. That's a good tweet. You should put that out, Milkman. Okay, let us move on. We've had Tamagotchi. We've now had Milky Way. Good moo. Let's move on to the Rena Bros, Conan and Husky. Hello, my friends.
Hello. Yeah.
Hello, GM.
It's lovely to speak with you. Yeah, same question I've asked to the other two. Just want to know kind of your thoughts on VIP and how Rena is going to integrate VIP on mainnet.
Yeah, so I guess I'll just have like brief overview, and Gigi can add on if he has any additional points there. Yeah, I think VIP is really innovative for the layer 1 blockchain, layer ROP blockchain infrastructure design, especially with the like every 2-week cycling. I think it's pretty interesting getting like infra less, and it looks like in a way like infra and more serving like putting priority on the ecosystem applications, those interwoven ROP, on-chain interactions, and the user centric GameFi experience, etc. And as for Rana, like some of the audience users might know that we are building the TE Trust Execution environment middleware, or more roughly could understand as like infrastructure. And the way that we are facilitating with Initia's interwoven ROP is we design our on-chain component with metadata transaction and the TE on-chain attestation proofs on the initial interwoven ROP. And that's something just like how people play with ZK proofs or FHE proofs, and here's TE proofs. And we're gonna release a product which is like a application use case under Rana's T stack, focusing on the agent cloning, the digital twin like creation, where the community can create their own preferred agents, and they can have the agent would be multi-platform compatible, not just Twitter, Telegram, but in a later stage we'll also make it compatible with some more Web2-ish platforms like TikTok, Instagram, Discord, etc. And there are two ways of agent interactions. One is fully autonomous actions. They post something or they trigger an action like fully autonomous by the agent itself. And there's another way which we call it collaborative autonomous actions, where it's more focusing on human agent interactions, where you can talk to the agent will reply to you, or you can ask agent to do something. And during this process, how do we know that the agent is autonomous and there are no like the agent is like a community asset instead of like something controlled by a developer, where we introduce the on-chain attestation proof, and the user can verify each agent action with off-chain signature code to an on-chain attestation verification by generating a proof, which is like an on-chain footage. And we see potential scenarios where we want to integrate a VIP protocol as this on-chain attestation proof transaction will be directly rewarded to the users who triggered that action, because that's kind of like contributing to the way how further pushing forward the action of like off-chain compute and on-chain verification. Yeah, so that's like an overview. Any other points I want to add on, Gigi?
Yeah, I think for the our integration with Cabal, right now we are building an infra, but like Conan said, we more like want to make everyone experience the house TE, just to make sure that TE is not like the very complex mechanism our users or initial users you don't understand. Actually, you can experience how it goes, and you can have fun with TE. That's why I suggest that every users you can try to experience the retail product we will launch in the end of this month or in the next month. We'll have the beta test or public test, and every members you should join earlier. Or if you don't have the invitation code first, you can always to interact with our Twitter or Discord, and you can find it or just be invited by other community members. Yeah, I think you will love it, and be proactive and be diligent. Yeah.
Nice one, guys. No, thank you for giving like a high level overview of what Rena is and how people can get involved with it. I think to finish off and to summarize kind of your like VIP plans, it would be useful to hear just from a very basic user perspective, what do I as a user need to do for you to earn VIP rewards on Rena? Just summarize that over again.
Yeah, so there are going to be several stages for the product. So on the day one mainnet launch, which is stage one, from the your user perspective, user can compete to verify public tweet transactions. So that need to user need to compete to get that verification done, and the user who have competed and get that transaction done will get higher rewards weighting, and there's also collaborative autonomy, which your personal interaction with agents, and so that's like the base interaction, and you can verify any interactions on chain by making a transaction. Pretty simple and straightforward, and the rest of like the interaction are all off chain, and and will count as like a base reward. And in the stage 2 or stage 1.5, we'll see like how the thing goes. So like we will introduce a staking mechanism where will be considered as like a weighting of the user's voting power, community voting power, and they can vote on like which KOLs that they think worth be cloning, and that also will be included in the VIP voting system. Yeah.
Perfect. I think that makes sense to me. I'm looking forward to trying this out with you, hopefully on a test, not on a testnet, sorry, on a live stream, and we can show the public how to do this visually as well, because it sounds like a very interesting concept that is very different to the other apps, probably very different to what anyone has experienced within crypto before as well. So yeah, we'll definitely do that together. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
No problem. And we are now joined very delightfully by Brady from Intergaze. we missed his introduction, so I think it makes sense to just throw him in the deep end here. Brady, are you with us?
Hey, yeah, at long last, I'm here.
My man. No,
How
it's
you
good
doing?
to see you. And I'm very, very, very happy to see you here actually, because I know that a lot of the audience are big NFT guys. I can see a lot of Tuzi, a lot of raccoons, and even some Anyo profile pictures in here as well. So I know a lot of these guys are going to be wanting to hear all about VIP on Intergaze. But as I said, we missed your introduction. So maybe if you could just start with who you are, why you're at Intergaze, and then we can get into some VIP stuff afterwards.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, I'm here late. It's middle of the night here. I set my alarm wrong. The time zone conversion got me, so apologize for that. I'm a little bit late. For me, I started on Stargaze as an NFT creator. I was really active on Stargaze since Genesis. Led collections with like really small limited releases and things like that, and eventually joined the team. So I've been on the team for a little over a year, I guess. I work a lot with helping creators prepare for launch, um, onboarding new artists, things like that. So really excited for Intergaze. I've been pretty involved in all the organization, coming up to it. And for Intergaze, yeah, like it's Stargaze has existed as an NFT launchpad in Cosmos and marketplace for a few years. Team has like a lot of experience with everything that goes into trying to like incubate, successful NFT communities on platforms. Lots of big, like decent sized NFT projects that have had good reach, like Bad Kids, Sloths, things like that. And so we're looking forward to that on Intergaze as well. I could jump right into VIP if you wanted, but I think that's a pretty good summary just to start.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. Just from a personal perspective as well, I was in Cosmos before I joined Initia and have a very good reputation with you guys, and I've just enjoyed working with you before. So yeah, kind of test to what Brady is saying. Good guys, very good builders, very excited to see what they have on Initia, but now very excited to hear their plans for VIP. So yeah, go for it, Brady, please.
Yeah, for sure. I see some G2Z in the chat. So good morning to the tudes of folks. Yeah, when it comes to VIP, one thing that we are bringing is like I said, like quite a bit of experience with navigating NFT communities and how they operate, how they interact, how that's reflected on chain, right? So the rewards program on Intergaze will be focused on various aspects of on-chain activity, as well as some social as well. So we're going to be looking at trying to reward organic use as much as possible. So we won't be revealing everything that we're putting into like scoring metrics when we're distributing VIP tokens, because we don't really want it to be gamed as much as possible. We want it to be something that we're rewarding people that are just interacting with these communities, based on their genuine excitement about a given NFT project and things like that. But it's a mix between some rewards will go out directly to creators, for example, who are launching collections on Intergaze that have a certain level of success. Those that are featured projects, for example, will be getting VIP rewards directly. And if I can just comment on that just for a second, featured projects are ones that get like a special spot on the front page and additional coordination with the Intergaze team ahead of their launch. So those are projects that we've done like had some communication with prior. There's a forum out that's on the Intergaze Discord, Intergaze Twitter, where anyone can apply for that. So those feature projects should be getting a kind of like bonus for trading on them when it comes to the VIP program. Those are the ones that we're kind of like most confident in, and so on. And then aside from that, I mean, it's pretty basic. It's going to be based on user activity on the platform, with some guardrails in place that we'll have, some tinkering things to make sure that there isn't wash trading, that sort of thing. Yeah, but I think it's pretty basic.
No, nice. I think that's an extensive overview of what it could mean to be an NFT user on Intergaze. I know that you recently announced that the marketplace is coming over to Intergaze as well, which I'm very excited by. It's good to have this like unified NFT platform and experience for people to have all in one place. So yeah, the way that I'm understanding it from what you've just said is I am an NFT community member. If I am minting, especially on Intergaze, there's going to be rewards. If I am a creator that creates collections that have a level of success, then I also will get rewards. And it's important to also note that these NFT collections themselves, you kind of have this other layer of VIP beneath that, right? Like Initia has ES init rewards that we give to roll-ups, and the roll-ups decide where to give to their users. In this case, you can kind of have the same dynamic, right? Where this NFT collection receives X amount of rewards that even they themselves can then distribute to their holders as well. So I think there's an interesting dynamic there, on top of just rewarding the individuals themselves. Brady, I wanted to ask you perhaps two things. The first thing is that I know that, like you said, you have this big creator community within Intergaze yourself. So feel free to not answer with specifics here, but like, how is the demand for Intergaze right now? Like, how many collections are we talking about? Is there going to be, are we going to be eating good? Are we going to be minting a lot of collections on mainnet?
Yeah, there's a lot coming. There's been a ton of interest in it, and then when it comes to like the applications for feature, we've been reviewing like a couple hundred, which is really good. When it comes to features, we're partially also. I mean, there's even more of an emphasis on this because they'll have like a bonus for VIP rewards. We're trying to really kind of be careful about those and make sure that we're picking best collections possible. At this time in the NFT space, it's gravitated more towards like kind of less collections and things like that. I think it's fair to say. So we're trying to be selective on that, right? We'll probably be doing features after the first three, the Genesis projects. We'll probably be doing features like every couple of weeks, that sort of thing, at a more kind of a slower pace. But we'll also see. I think that some of that also, if it's really kicking off right after mainnet, we also might see another. Well, I'm pretty confident we will see another huge surge in collection applications, and we've seen a lot of projects coming over from other ecosystems and show interest, which is really cool as well. But yeah, no, we've got a couple that we're going over later today that we have shortlisted for the follow-up features. So there should be a pretty cool lineup for people to choose from.
Now, thank you very much for that, Brady. I will let you go back to bed if that's what you're about now.
I'm
But
so
look,
sorry. I'm so sorry for my tardiness.
not at all, not at all. You're here and you've explained to the community why NFTs on Initia are going to be something pretty special. And that's thanks to VIP and the work that you guys at Intergaze are doing. So yeah, thank you very much, Brady. Thank you for your time. In the interest of time, I will be moving on to Lani from Infinity Grounds. Are you here, Lani?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Would you like to go into some details on how Infinity Ground are going to be implementing VIP?
Yeah, sure. So basically, Infinite Ground is building the first decentralized agentic IDE, which is intelligent development environment. So we enable everyone to create applications, work games, work social apps, something like that by natural language. So basically, in Infinite Ground, what you can achieve is like you just need to talking with the agent. For example, I want to create a game for Jenny, or like I want to create a initial themed website or something like that. You just need to talking just as you talk with your friends, and then our agent would handle everything at the behind, like designing and generating the coding and auto debugging, and like doing information research on the internet, or like searching through our domain knowledge database. So basically, it's kind of like you hire AI agent army that help you finish what engineer team could do. So in our platform, the most important things is about creating, remixing, and sharing and engaging. So basically, for creating, it's just like I mentioned, you could build everything from scratch. And for remixing, it's because we encourage people to build on top of each other. So for example, I have built a prototype of a let's say a web app, and AP could directly remix with my app to build his own. And there is like, for example, and maybe Conan could like remix with KPs to build the third app. So basically, we want people to build applications just like playing Legos or like building blocks with each other. So that's also we think the decentralization would change for the for the like development spaces, because everyone could build on top of each other, and then every creator in the value chain could get the reward from both Infinity Ground and the VIP reward. Yeah. So and for the sharing and engaging, it's like if you don't want to create anything, but you could just like explore and try to play the games on the platform and use some the apps that have been created, and also sharing those applications with your friends. Yeah. So basically, for the VIP rewards and Infinity Ground points, which will be turned into airdrop or tokens in the future. So all of those rewards, like regarding Infinity Ground ecosystem, would be distributed to like creators and the players who engaging and sharing with those applications. Yeah. So and for detailed VIP reward strategy, I think the best way is to focus on like stay tuned on our official Twitter and the Telegram group. But what I can share now is like basically you could earn VIP reward for two channels. The first is like we're going to host the first initial vibe coding hackathon. So you could build like any apps with initial theme by natural language. So you could earn some rewards by participating in the specific hackathon. And the second is like you could be a long-term builder that like trying to create projects on our platform and engaging with other creators applications, and then could also get like infinite ground points and the VIP rewards.
No, very interesting. I think you introduced this like new dynamic, right, where you're incentivizing both people creating the games and not only the games, but any of the things that come off the back of your platform, but also people using them as well. And I'm excited to hear more about that hackathon as well. And obviously, yeah, pay attention to their socials, pay attention to their Telegram and their Twitter for more information on the hackathon. I think it's going to be something that will interest some of you here, and there's going to be good rewards, as Lani said. Like not only are you getting VIP rewards, but you're also getting points, like these Infinity Ground points that will lead to a token in the future. Is there anything else that you wanted to say before we leave, Lani?
Yeah. Actually, I think I'm good, but just we're going to release the like very detailed VIP mechanisms very soon on our Twitter. Yeah, so yeah, could just start following now, and then you won't miss the like detailed introduction. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you very much. And if you do miss the tweets, well, first of all, definitely go follow Infinity Ground. But any kind of VIP news or updates will be posted on probably the Initia Eco account at Initia Eco ECO, or it will be on the community updates channel of the Discord as well. So we have 2 left. We will go over to Birthday Boy now with BFB. Hello, Birthday Boy. Birthday Boy husband. You are muted.
I'm here.
Hello.
Hi. So, quick intro from me regarding the VIP implementation in BFB. So we have designed the VIP to directly reward like skilled gameplay and strategic decision making. So the primary metric we will be tracking is the net profit earned in the BFB token through the war participation. So it will last like each one for 7 days or less, depending on the performance. So the VIP like system ideally complements our core game mechanics, which reward active players, but especially those who think strategically, collaborate effectively with others, and maintain a high win ratio. So it's a significant evolution from our testnet phase, where various factors influence reward distribution regardless the strategic performance. So we had like the interwoven assemble event when we measured different metrics for each like week. And now we are focusing on the core game mechanics, which will be mostly the win ratio, but not only. So the first thing is the most important thing is your contribution ratio. So how much BFB contribution have you made for the kingdom? And it comes with buying units and upgrading your kingdom and opening bento boxes as well. So the next thing is the unit efficacy ratio, which will be focusing on units placed versus the units above. So this like rewards more deployment and resource management. So not just spending your BFB tokens. So everyone who actually buys a unit, it will be rewarded for placing it on the battlefield. And of course, it measures as well the how big the treasury is from the opponent's kingdom. So if you win the war and the treasury is big, you will have like the significant proportion of your contribution to your kingdom comparing to the other kingdom. So that mostly that's it. So mostly we will be focusing on your efficacy and how do you actually perform during each war. If you have like high win ratio, if you win the war during 7 days, and how effectively you actually buy units and place them on the battlefields. Yeah, and that's actually it. And I will give like practical example. So let's say you have contributed 100,000 BFB to your kingdom via the kingdom upgrades or the buying units, and which counts for 5% of your kingdom's total treasury. So if your kingdom won the war and like captured enough points in siege mode to climb like 35% of the enemy's treasury, and that will stand for example, it will stand for proportional of that 35% based on your 5% contribution. So let's say it will be something around 15,000 of BFB, and then it will be measured in the VIP score for winning the war. Yeah, so I think that's all from me. It will be mostly based on your performance and how much do you win and how much you are effective.
Yeah, thank you very much for that. I think that makes perfect sense to me. Obviously, winners get most of the rewards, or more of the rewards, I should say, which makes a lot of sense. It
Yeah,
incentivizes
exactly.
competition, incentivizes people to get better at the game, incentivizes people to just like actively get involved, especially the social aspects of it, because it's a war at the end of the day. So there's a social and coordination aspect. And yeah, incentivizes again just activity as well through the game and through BFB, which is again good demand for your token, good demand for the roll up itself and the apps. So thank you very much for that, birthday boy. Again, very excited to try out the fully on chain games. Another version, another reason where the amount of VIP rewards that you get are not tied to the amount of capital that you have, you know. So another good example of that. Thank you very much, birthday boy. We will now move on. Finally, Carter's been patiently waiting, I'm sure, to my friends at Inertia. How are you, Carter?
Hey,
That's
hey,
good.
hey, guys. I guess
Very
I
good.
guess I'm last. Yeah. So I guess a brief intro would be best, right? So, Inertia is basically our all-in-one lending platform on Initia, and the idea is to bring assets from like all sorts of chains into one place, so you can do everything like DeFi in a single spot. So we have modular lending as a center, along with LSTs and something we call Inertia Fi. So it's all designed to like make DeFi simple and more like profitable for you users. And actually, at Inertia, we really get how special the VIP is to the Inertia ecosystem. And that's why we've planned everything around aligning closely with the VIP incentives, like right from the start. And I think honestly, I think a lot of people are going to have fun exploring how the incentives work together once you go live. So yeah, so for the alphas, I think it's my first time like publicly talking about this, but so earning VIP rewards at Inertia, it's really simple and easy at start. So from our side, it's just supply or borrow in it, or use our LST S in it to supply or borrow on our lending platform. So at the beginning, we all have these assets. Onboard assets in the beginning, and we are going to add on more assets throughout we after the launch. But yeah, so basically, supply or borrow in it on our lending platform, or our LSTS in it to supply borrow on our lending platform. So I think like combining Inertia's incentive program, like our own incentive program, and with Inertia's VIP setup, I think that should bring some pretty amazing results, like both in terms of numbers and for the community as well. Since like for Inertia, I think for Inertia too, like community is everything, and we actually mean that. And personally, I do think that skipping Inertia early on mainnet, well, yeah, let's just say it wouldn't be the smartest move that you will want to do. So everyone, yeah, just join in and let's enjoy all like everything, all the incentives out there.
Totally agree. Well, why would you miss out? Why would you not even give it a try? I think to me this is like the best part of VIP is that like why would you not just give the apps a try? You get paid to use them, you get paid to try them out. It minimizes some of the risk that you're like that you might be exposed to. But a lot of these roll-ups probably don't come with, you know, like it's not like you're actively trading or leverage trading for some of these roll-ups. So the risk that you have is maybe just time and opportunity cost. So give the apps a go. That is the best part of VIP, and I think Carter explains it very well there. That you will be missing out if you don't give at least some of these roll-ups a try. Especially as the VIP rewards are going to get more competitive as time goes on, and there's going to be more roll-ups and more people and so on and so forth. So getting in early is definitely a big benefit, and understanding it early is another big benefit too. So yeah, Carter, to kind of summarize, you're mostly just again incentivizing activity within Inertia itself, supplying, borrowing, lending, looping, that kind of thing. But also, not only are you getting VIP rewards for that Inertia will have their own incentive structure too. So it's double the rewards, plus the real yield, plus the VIP. It's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be juicy.
That's a really good summary. We're actually, I think you'll everyone you'll be able to test it out in like 1 or 2 days, so that you can like have a sense in how it all works, how the VIP works before the mainnet launch. So we'll keep you guys posted on Twitter. So give us a follow, and we'll share like upcoming news.
Nice one. Thank you very much, Carter. So you've now heard from all of the rollups that are here today how they are going to integrate VIP. We will have another live stream on Thursday on twitter.com. That will be announced from the Initia main account very shortly with some of the rollups here, but also some that we've missed that couldn't make it today. And I know that Cabalio, you wanted to wrap things up for us here with some closing thoughts. So let us know, my friend.
Yeah, I figured we would come full circle here now that we've all seen how the different rollups intend to use VIP. The natural question is, how do you tap into those rewards? And like we were talking about in the beginning, it starts with Cabal. That's your gateway to DeFi on Initia. It's your gateway to VIP. By depositing your init or enshrined liquidity tokens, you get the full value of VIP for you, from your staking rewards to bribing and ecosystem incentives, all of that good stuff. So, just coming full circle there. But I guess the message I just wanted to make clear was you also get, not only do you get the most out of VIP, but you also get our LST called Exonet in return. And so whether you're looking to lend on Echelon or chase some like crazy juicy yields on like Inertia or Rave, we're sort of there to help connect it all. And wanted to thank KP for hosting this session and all the rollups for coming out, because I think we're all quite excited to work together here and bring the best VIP experience to all the initial users and community.
Yes, sir. And it's going to be interesting to see kind of how the rollups interact with each other and have these kind of cross rollup VIP strategies that will get spawned from this, I'm sure. It's kind of what's most exciting about mainnet is just seeing how the user base will come up with various different strategies themselves that I'm sure that we haven't even thought of, right? And VIP will be this kind of tinkering stage where we change various bits and we kind of optimize for certain high value actions and that kind of thing. But once we smoothen out those creases, this is going to be a well-oiled machine to turn Initia into this like powerhouse within crypto, whether it be DeFi, whether it be NFTs, whether it be gaming, whether it be AI. We'll try and have a roll up for you that is high quality, that covers and scratches the itch that you might have, as well as giving you VIP rewards on top of it to keep you here and keep you entertained. So yeah, the flywheel is indeed rolling, Tsukuyomi. Thank you very much. We will wrap this up. It has been hour and 15 or so now. I just wanted to again thank all of the roll-ups for joining us today, and thank the 95 of you that are in the audience as well. Upwards of 150 at one point as well, which was great. If you have any questions about VIP and they haven't been answered in this, maybe just send me a DM or ask in the general chat. Or if it's specific to a roll-up, be sure to go and follow them on Twitter, follow their socials, get them in there, and yeah, feel free to ask a question there as well. Yeah, thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for your time. Again, thank you to all of the roll-ups for joining me today. We have a competition to do with VIP that I will be announcing in the Discord in about an hour's time. this competition is going to incentivize you to create content surrounding VIP for the next week. There's a big push for VIP going on from both of our accounts, both the Initia Eco and the Initia main account. So yeah, if you're interested in VIP, especially if this call has kind of inspired you to learn more or to do more with it, then definitely take part in the competition that we're about to release. There's going to be some good rewards for you. But yeah, thank you again. Everyone take care. Have a nice week. Make sure to keep posting about VIP. I want to see all your posts. And we will see you maybe on Thursday if you're around. But yeah, thank you very much, guys.
Bye.
Thank you so much for hosting us. Bye bye.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for hosting.
Bye.
Bye.
Caballo.
So real. He's so real for that.